no introductions, but we will do our best to give him one. A 16-year career in boxing. He has beaten the likes of Fernando Vargas, Pernell Sweet Pete Whitaker, the legendary Julio Cesar Chavez, Gennaro Hernandez, Ricardo Mayorga, and he's been involved in classic battle after battle over the course of his 16-year career. With a record of 39 wins, opposite 6 defeats, 30 wins coming by way of knockout, a 6th division world champion, a Hall of Famer, and the Olympic gold medalist. From East LA, I present to you the legend, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya! Oscar De La Hoya, ladies and gentlemen, and here is the face-off for Oscar De La Hoya and Vitor Belfort, September 11th, live on Triller Fight Club pay-per-view from Staples Center here in Los Angeles. What a moment in combat sports history. Two legends going at it on Saturday, September 11th on a Triller Fight Club pay-per-view. Gentlemen, take your seats.
Legacy. First thing came into my mind is legacy. Legacy is something that you live not for only for you, but for the next generation. And I believe, as soon as I heard that, I said, this is the most important fight that I will have in my career. It's fighting, I call him the prophet of boxing. He opened the Red Sea of his sport. I opened the Red Sea of my sport. It's literally colliding. It's going to be a war, like Ryan said. It's a real fight. We're not here to dance. Both of us, we have history of being a knockout artist, and we're looking to bring the fight. And this is going to be the fight that we're not looking to sell tickets, we're looking to break records. And Oscar, with all the respect, he's looking not for easy opponents. He's jumping in with the fierce man in MMA history when talking about knockouts.
I've always been in challenges all my life. I've been fighting all my life, basically since I was 5 years old. So I've had every challenge in the book. I've fought the very best, from Pacquiao to Mayweather to Hopkins to Julio Cesar Chavez. I wanted a different challenge, a challenge that's going to take my mentality, my training to a whole new level. I'm facing a guy who is a light heavyweight champion of the world, and that to me is a real challenge. The fact that he's a striker, the fact that he has the most knockouts in UFC history, I have to adjust to his style as well. There's one thing about boxers having a different style than UFC fighters, but there's also one thing about UFC fighters having a different style than boxers. We have to adjust, and it's not going to be easy, because I only have 7 weeks left to adjust to that style. So that's a challenge for me, and I've always been one to take on the very best, and Vitor Belfort obviously is considered the very best. Well, this is not a game. We don't play boxing, we don't play UFC, we don't play MMA. I literally said, look, if we're gonna do this, let's do it for reals. Let's not do this song and dance. Let's not do these exhibitions, that we're tired of. This is the real thing. And the fact that Belfort feels great. I mean, look at him. I feel amazing. I feel literally better than ever. And the fact that we both agree that it's going to be a real fight, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I have no shit to talk about Belfort whatsoever. I respect you, brother. Like there's no tomorrow. But I'll tell you one thing, we're going to kick the shit out of each other. That's one thing for sure. And that's what I'm actually looking forward to. It's, I mean, call me crazy, but I'm looking forward to it, you know. I missed that getting hit. For some strange reason, I miss getting hit. So, I mean, come September 11th, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Step in the ring or in the combat sport, you got to have fun. Like Oscar said, you wanted to get hit. You want the war. So it's my whole life. It's been in wars, not picking opponents. And when I pick the hardest one. And I do pick the hardest one. Oscar is the best boxer of all time. So I'm coming into the sport that he's master. And I learned boxing in a different level because I have to adjust to my fight. Like I said, we have to adjust to each other. But like I said, that's my style. A lion, when he's trying to become another type of style, he loses his prey. So I have to come as a lion. And that's been my whole career. I'm like coming as that mentality. If I don't knock him out, I'm losing my family. Everything's on the line. This is as real as it gets. It's a lot of respect for both of us. But when it comes down to that table, that moment that say the time is on, we're gonna go after each other. So this is a generational thing. It's a legacy thing. It's bigger than it's uniting this both sport in one for all. So the best of both, we united. So I'm looking for it. Listen, I want to give a shout out to Vernon Mead and Lloyd, my agent. So athlete has to understand when you sign a contract, you have to understand what you're signing for. And as a CEO, Dana is smart. He doesn't want to give to something because he knows Triller is a big threat. They know they're doing something big. So I think it's actually smart being a CEO that don't want to be part of this because actually Triller is doing something totally different. This is disrupt the industry of combat sport. So, and I see as a positive, but also athletes has to be careful because when you sign a contract, you got to know your value, what you're signing for, and what you in it. So, and now that people wanted to come out, but they have a contract. They cannot leave their contract. So I see that my word has more power than my signing. But when you go sign, you literally got to see your agency, your team, and see what I'm doing for. And this is what I want 10 years, 5 years from now. So I'm very glad that Triller with Ryan, they're disrupting the industry. We open a new ocean. We open the Red Sea. And right now, the ring is here, the Staples Center, in the midst of these two waters on the side. So the two greatest combat athletes are going to go after each other. So I'm so glad I'm in it.
Jake Paul or Logan Paul or, if there's other YouTubers or if they want to get in the ring, just don't let it be with legends, don't let it be with, it's like maybe you're not ready for that yet. It becomes a circus. It becomes not real, and obviously I want no part of that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted this fight to be a real sanctioned fight, because everybody who knows me, I've never been in a boring fight whatsoever. I go out there and fight. I leave it out on the line, and the Mayweather Logan Paul fight, unfortunately didn't turn out the way they wanted it to be turned out. But that's not us. We have too much at stake. When I see Belfort, I can see his eyes and I can see how proud he is of his legacy, and I feel that same way too. So I respect that, and that's why I can say with true honesty that, yeah, we're going to fucking beat the shit out of each other. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun, but that's what we love doing, And that's what drives us, So I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I was thinking I have to figure out his punches. I have to figure out his angles. He's a strong guy, And I have to figure out his style as well. So just as much time that he has to figure me out, I have to figure out him as well. So I can see why he's the favorite. I can see why people, can put me as the underdog. That's fine. I've had a fucking tough life, man. I've had a rough life. But I'll tell you one thing, I'll be in the best shape of my life come September 11th.
A 16-year career.
I'm training smarter. I think that's the difference, When I used to train for everyone, I probably overtrained for most of my fights because I wanted to make sure that, you know, that last breath that I took in the 12th round was the one that was going to count, you know? It's like, I mean, I would fight so tense and so aggressive, and so now I'm training smarter, just doing everything right, you know? People will be surprised. I never disrespected my sport, but I always disrespected myself, you know? So this time around, it's different. The mentality is different. Everything I do is different. From when I wake up till I go to sleep, it's gonna be different. So I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be the difference.
September 11, I'm gonna win this fight by knockout because I believe I can knock any man, any weight, any division, step in the I can find a way to put you out. That's my mentality. My heart, not my size. The king of the jungle is the lion for a reason. He's the most courageous animal. He can go on the river full of alligators and not scared of the alligators. He can by himself. And on that ring, me and him, we're gonna be by ourselves. So fighting, it's a will sport. You can play football, you can play basketball, you cannot play boxing, you cannot play combat sport. So in my mind, I can beat any man, and that's how I thought. When I was 18 years old, I fought a guy 370 pounds. I was 185. So it's the bigger they are, easier they do fall. So it's about skills, and I know Oscar has a lot of skills. So it's all about the feet. You got to move your feet on the ring. I know he has more experience than me in the ring, so I gotta like match him up. I gotta cut the corners, and I know he's a lefty but he's a right hand, so he has a great jab. So he's the best jab of boxing. So it's a lot of things in the mid. So it's a fun. And like I said, I'm gonna have joy when I start getting hit. You know, I'm looking for the opening. I'm looking for the moment.
It's all here. It's all right here in the mind. It's the king of the jungle mentality. You know, there's a reason why, and I strongly feel that you know, he can come with everything. He can come with everything. We have 8 rounds to fight, and the first one who makes a mistake is going to pay for it, you know, and it's going to happen over and over and over again. Whether it's going to be me, whether it's going to be him, we have to be prepared 100% because, yeah, it's dangerous for both guys. It really is. It's not just dangerous for me because he's bigger, but it's dangerous for him as well because I have some skill. I've been fighting for everyone out there all my life, and I love it. I've been fighting for my family. I've been fighting for my mother. I've been fighting for all my fans. But this time around, I'm fighting for myself, and I can't wait to feel that inside the ring come 9/11.
That's Oscar De La Hoya against the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the phenom Vitor Belfort. It all goes down Saturday, September 11th here at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Triller Fight Club pay-per-view. Looking forward to a historic night of boxing here in Los Angeles.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.